In this video, we are going to extend our understanding of the Outreg2 command. Previously, we had the two videos on this specific command, the Outreg2 command, and we discussed a couple of options that we can use to enhance the features of this command. So in this video, I am going to discuss three specific scenarios that normally we use in our research. First one is related to the OLS fixed effect and random effect. The second one is related to GMM, generalized method of movement, and the third one is related to the Logit, or what we call logistic regression model. So how do we output the regression results of these three specific regression analysis? So in this video, I am going to use the National Survey dataset, and this dataset do not come with Stata. We have to download this, and to download this, we are going to use the use command and following the URL of that specific dataset. So in this case, I am going to use this command, which is use and the URL of that dataset. So let me run this command. And it would take a couple of seconds to download this dataset. I am using the clear option to indicate that if there is any dataset loaded in my Stata memory, then it should be cleared first before loading this dataset. So now the dataset had been loaded. We have this National Longitudinal Survey, and we can have a look at the variables that are there in our data. So it's a better idea to first describe the data and have a look at it, what it looks like, what are the different variables in there. So we have this cross-sectional variable, this time series variable, and then couple of variables related to wage. So this is the log of wage. So because the first regression analysis that we are going to use is random or fixed effect, which is a panel data analysis, panel regression techniques, so we need to set this data into panel form, and the command that we use to tell Stata that this is a panel data is xtset, then the cross-sectional variable name, and then the name of the time series variable. So let me set this data into panel data set. Stata tells us that there is an unbalanced panel, and let's start with our analysis. So first I am going to run a simple pooled regression, pooled OLS. I am going to output its results. Then I am going to run a random effect, output the results using Outreg2, then the fixed effect, and output the results using Outreg2. So let's run the regression. This is the simple regression that we have used multiple times in our videos. We have output the result, and we have used this DEC3 option to specify that the column should have only 3 decimal digits after decimal point. This C title represents the column title. So in this case, our column title is OLS. Let me show you the results. So this is how the results looks like. So let's move forward. Now I'm going to run the random effect model, output its results, and now I'm going to use the append option so that we add another column by the name of random effect. And let me first run the fixed effect, and then we go to the results. Now I have this fixed effect. I want to output this fixed effect, but this part of the equation is well known to us. I have added two more options. One is the title option, which adds the title to the top of the table, and then we have the label option, which adds the label, and I have a video. If you click on the upper right hand corner of this video, you will be taken to the to my previous video where I have explained different options of Outreg2 command. So instead of the variable name, this label option would use the labels. Okay, let me remove this command and I would add it back in a while. So now I have added this new option which is called add text, and what this option does is it adds new line of text to the end of the table, not in the add note section, but after the regression analysis had been completed, the R square had been reported, the number of observations had been reported, so at the end of the table. And with this parallel data, normally we have some country effect or cross-section effect, and we want to report that the country effect was there in this regression and the year effect was also there. We have incorporated these effects. So how do we do it? Let me run this, open the output. So this was our first command, which is OLS, the random effect. Okay, so fixed effect, and the new option that I wanted to share with you was the country fixed effect. So I have used the add text option. So it has added the country effect and then written the word yes. So let's get back and see how this option can be used. So here is this option, add text. We first tried the legend name and then the text that would appear in this specific row. Then again the legend name and the text that would appear in front of this legend. So there is this one more thing that I would like to share with you. You can see that the number of groups had been reported here. Just in case if you do not want to report these number of groups, then we would use the option and no number of groups in the Outreg2 command. So this is how we use it. Let me rerun the command, and you can see that it had appended a new fixed effect table, but now in this case we do not have any group ID. So if we also wanted not to add this number of groups in our random effect, we would use that option within the random effect model. Next we move to GMM, and in GMM there are different commands that we can use, but this is a user written command which is called extrabond2. And this extrabond, in this video we are going to use the extrabond2 command, but with other commands the syntax would still be similar, so you can use this Outreg2 command in somewhat similar fashion with other GMM commands. So let's not worry about what this command does, and in simple word it will run a GMM regression. So if you are not aware of with it, it would run a GMM regression. Let's run it. So normally in case of GMM we add some extra statistics to the table that we report. We want to report the AR1 value, the AR2 value, and then we want the Sargan test and the Hansen test to be reported in our table. And sometimes we also want the number of instruments to be reported. So how do we do this? So here I have this command. This aspect of the command is already well known to you. I have previously also used this add statistics option, but in this case I am going to tell you how to add the AR1 and other aspects of the GMM command. And we know that if we want to add a new statistics, we have two options. Either we use the eReturnList command to understand how the previous regression command have stored the outputs, or we can go to that specific command's help menu. So in this case I'm going to first run the eReturn command. It's eReturnList, and it tells us that the Sargan value is reported in this variable. It's stored in this variable. The Hansen test values is reported in this variable, and this is the number of observations. And then we have this AR2 value, and this is the AR1 value. So we use these variable names to output the results. The second method is to use the help menu of the extra bound 2 command. And this help menu, scroll down and you would see this return values. This would tell us how this specific command stores the value, and it would tell that the ARI statistics had been saved in this specific variable. So this tells us that how this specific command stores the value. The Sargan statistics is stored in this variable name, the Hansen statistics is stored in this variable name, and so on and so forth. Whichever value that we want to report, we would use that specific variable name. Okay, so in this case I want to report the AR1. So this AR1, this is the legend that would be reported in the first column, comma, and after comma I need to use the variable name that where the value is stored, then the second legend, then its variable name. And if you remember, the Hansen value was stored in this E Hansen variable, and the Sargan value was stored in this variable name, the number of instrument. And lastly, we want to tell Stata that you need to limit these whatever statistics I have added to 3 decimal points. So after running this command, this is how the output would look like. We have the number of observations, the number of groups which are already reported. We do not added any specific command for this. This is the default version of Outreg2 command. This is what we have reported using the add statistics options, the AR1 value, the 2 AR2, and remember these are the legends that we had written, the number of instrument, etc. So this is where I have written the legend, the number of instrument, which will be reported in the first column, and this is the variable where the value is stored for the number of instruments. So we have understood the GMM command. Let's move to the logistic command or the logit command, and for that we would need to use some other data set where we have a categorical variable, a binary variable as an independent variable. So for this we are going to use web use command. So now we have the data set, and if I describe the data set, this is how the data looks like. The categorical variable that we have, the categorical variable is the low variable, which is the binary variable in this case is the low variable, which tells us whether the birth rate is low or not. So if the birth rate weight is less than 2500 gram, then this would have a value of 1 or 0 otherwise. So this is our binary variable. So we run the logistic regression, and the command that we use is logit, the dependent variable and the independent variables. Then we report it, and we have used the simple way of using it. So now we have the regression output in this table. So there is nothing fancy, but one thing, if you have previously used the logistic regression, you would know that these values are log odd ratios. They are not odd ratios, but normally when we report it in the paper, we use the odd ratio. They are easy to interpret. So how do we add the odd ratio instead of the log odd ratio? So we know in Stata we have this logistic command which is similar to the logit, but what it does is instead of reporting the log ratio, it reports the odd ratio. So now we have the odd ratio. You can see that these are the odd ratios, and we want to output the results, but in this case let me append them. Now you would be amazed to see that both the values are same, although we have used a different command which was logistic instead of the logit command, but the result are same. That is because the Outreg2 command would not report the odds ratio. We would have to add a specific option to it that would tell the Outreg2 command to report the odds ratio. So So the command that we use, the option that we use is the E form, and it would tell the Stata to use odd ratio instead of the log odd ratio. And then this two other options are added. One is the CI, which stands for the confidence interval. It will report the confidence interval. And then there is the option of no dependent variable, which would not report the dependent variable. Sometimes when we run the logistic regression or logit regression, the Outreg2 command reports the dependent variable. So normally it wouldn't happen, but just in case it happens, then you know which command you need to use. You need to use the no dependent variable. So let me output this. Now this is how it looks like. Instead of the log ratio, we have the odd ratio, and we have the confidence interval instead of the standard error. So the rest of this would look similar to the other two columns.